Hello, my people. Welcome to this week's episode of Vinyl Douche ASMR. If the idea of ASMR with some vinyl and some shallow diving into some records appeals to you, please like and subscribe to the channel. Do a new record every week. And this week we're looking at the classic, the mastodon of a hit that was The Gambler by Kenny Rodgers, released in 1978. So this album was recorded in most of 1978 and was released in November. And it was recorded at the Jack Clement Recording Studio in Nashville, Tennessee. This is the first album that's considered country that's on this album, this channel. It was released by the United Artists Group label. Once United Artists was absorbed into EMI Capital, they reissued it. Without the song Morgana Jones. I'm not sure why. But when the album came out, it did well in the country market, but it did not reach top 40 in the pop charts. And it was released again in the 1980s as a single. And it didn't make the top 40 again. It wasn't until 2007 that it was adopted by the England rugby team at the Rugby World Cup, and it peaked at number 22. And I mean, that's just charts, but I mean, as far as the song goes, it was extremely popular and established Kenny Rodgers as a huge star, and he got his own chicken fast food restaurants out of it. That later appeared on Seinfeld. And he also, based on the popularity of the song, received 5 TV movies where he played a character known as a gambler. Brady Hawks was the name of his character in 5 movies, started in 1980. The first one was called Kenny Rodgers as The Gambler. The second one was called The Adventure Continues. The third one was called The Gambler Part 3, The Legend Continues. That was in 1987. The fourth one came out in 1991, and that was called The Gambler Returns, Luck of the Draw. Yeah, the 4-year absence. And then the final appearance of The Gambler was The Gambler 5, Playing for Keeps. That dropped in 1994. The Gambler wasn't the only song on it, as I mentioned. Morgana Jones, and also She Believes in Me charted well. The Gambler actually was covered by many artists, but it was, including Johnny Cash, actually Kenny Rodgers' version came out first, and he made it very popular. It was actually written by Don Schultz. So Kenny Rodgers is the lead vocals, and he's backed by an army of musicians. Thomas Kane, keyboards, Steve Glassmayer on keyboards, soprano sax, backing vocals, Gene Golden on keyboards, backing vocals, Hargus Pig Robbins on keyboards, Edgar Strubble on ARP synthesizer, and Calvinit Congas backing vocals, Jimmy Capos on guitars, Randy Dorman on guitars and backing vocals. Oh my god. I'm gonna quit while I'm ahead. It was produced by Larry Butler. Engineer was Billy Shermo. It's just there's like 50 musicians here, and I don't wanna bore you as more than I probably already am. Those people don't sound bored outside. I just think The Gambler is always one of the coolest songs ever. It's campy as it is. So when I saw this, I picked it up. And it is the first print. Because Morgan Jones is on it. Let's take a look. I paid $5 for it at Westsider on 72nd Street here in New York City. Let's get the sticker off first. Then we can look on the inside. I believe there's a poster. There's a UA for United Artists. There's a full body shot of Kenny Rodgers as a gambler. Art direction, design by Bill Burks. Photography is Reed Miles. It's great. So that is for this poster and cover. And it's confirmed right here. Art direction and design, Bill Burks. Photography, Reed Miles. And it's a very cool cover. I mean, it almost looks like a painting. Let's look at the tracks. Number 1 on side 1, of course, is The Gambler. Number 2 is I Wish That I Could Hurt That Way Again. I wish that I could hurt that way again. Number 3 is King of Oak Street. Number 4 is Making Music for Money. And the last song on side 1 is the Hoodooing of Miss Fanny DeBerry. Sounds seem pretty clean. Side 2 is She Believes in Me, a hit. Tennessee Bottle. Sleep Tight. Good Night, Man. A Little More Like Me. The Crucifixion. San Francisco, Maple Joy. And Morgana Jones. So it's not like a concept album, but some of these songs do have like these little adventures. I was kind of pleasantly surprised by the rest of the album as well. I'm just not a big country person. Except for you, Johnny Cash. Of course, like a Hank Williams sounds amazing. Gotta save this poster. Might need to put it up one day. The album that started a dynasty. Kenny Rodgers as the Gambler from 1978. Thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you next week. Bye.